Let's get this show started. So, what was it? Sunday, I was having trouble with my movement code. So I've decided, or I've begun the process of rewriting the code basically from scratch. So, I'll show what I've done so far. I've basically been going back to basics. So I have walking and jumping and sliding on terrain. And critically, I have some things that I didn't have before, such as there's no longer a bug when you stand under, like when you squeeze between a ceiling that's sloped. Now it'll do its best to try to push you. So like you can see the colliders all janking out. Basically there's some issues with the physics that I can't actually figure out, or that I can't detect, basically. I'd have to go deeper into the physics engine to figure them out, but basically, like, you can see that my speed is 7.5. Like, it still thinks that I'm running, like, freely. Where, like, here, my speed is, like, 0, because I'm running directly into a wall, and it can register that. I don't know why it can't detect this, because clearly something is detecting it, because the player isn't moving. And then I have some similar, and then I tried my best to fix this again. It's still just as janky as before when you're in V-shaped geometry, but it's still functional, so you don't like soft lock yourself if you get stuck in here. But yeah, and that's basically for a similar issue where it doesn't detect all of the collisions, I think. So I think there must be multiple different mechanisms for where the player moves. Because basically, I'm doing the move and collides directly now. I'll show that off. Basically, like, you know, I have a function just... I basically have implemented all the things that I was talking about before, and there's like a slide move is basically equivalent to Godot physics move and slide, but much simpler to follow for me. Because this is move and slide in Godot, or in the actual, like, source code. And now we just do the slides, and then I check the collisions later. Yeah, right now, here's the physics process. We get our input, then we get the next state. And if there is a next state, we set ourselves to the next state, and then we move based on the state. And input just updates our timers, and gets the actual, like, analog stick input. And then the next state, currently we check the collisions, so that basically just goes through the collisions, obviously, and it detects which one is the best for the ground. And actually, I think what I may need to do is have this somewhere else, but I'll do that soon. Because basically, my current tasks, I got the ground mostly moving. Oh yeah, and I should do fix jumping up slopes. Because basically, I've been fiddling with a bug. A dastardly bug, where I can get extra height by jumping into a slope. So, like, you know, I get about this much height by just jumping freely. And then if I run into this sloped surface, we get this. So I think what I can do is actually, let's print. So when we set our state, what states did we go to? We went to from base jump to fall to ground to fall to fall to ground to ground to slide to fall to fall to slide. Why did we do that? So let's go through my state logic. So clearly here is when we did the jump. And then when we're in the state jump, after 0.1 seconds, we just go to fall. Because the jump basically is just like to get you off the ground without the physics bugging out or like bothering you, basically. And then once we're in fall, if we're grounded, if the best floor is better than the min dot ground, we'll go to the ground. Otherwise, we'll go to slide. So The min dot ground. Oh, this is right. This is because this is the best floor. I think we need to do ground dot normal dot y. Or maybe actually, yeah. Hang on. I think what I should do instead is when we set the ground to null, if not collision, for in average, no, running ground dot size. So I'm just gonna, when we set the ground to nothing, I'm gonna wipe out the running ground, which is basically just the average of like the last 8 collisions with the ground, or yeah, the average of the last 8 collisions, which is why V-shaped geometry kind of works at all, because it's actually taking multiple frames of collisions and trying to average them out to get the best ground. And for some reason, just the way the physics work, it doesn't give me all the collisions, I don't think. So that's the best I can do. So my solution will probably be to just not have V-shaped geometry in the game, in any place where I want the player to actually like platform nicely. Let's see if this works a little better. Yeah, there's a weird like resonance that I can get. So let's do like, I think what I'm gonna do is in the ground, I'm just gonna have it be that if the best floor is less than our min dot ground, we return slide. And then if we are sliding, we're gonna do ground, no, actually that should be average, that should be the best floor. Basically, if we're standing on perfectly level ground, that should override whatever we're doing for the last 8 frames. But if we're not on level ground, it should get that average, and because generally the player wants to be on the ground. Okay. Let's see if that makes this a little bit more... Yeah, there's something weird with like the sliding, I think. And this is what I've been doing for like all of the time I've been working on this. How does this... Okay. It seems... It does not seem to be improved dramatically. Let's clear this. Let's go. So ground to slide, slide to ground. So how on earth do we keep going from slide to fall and fall to slide? Oh, I see. I think we need well, do I want coyote time? Because basically, right now, the ground is actually pretty generous. And why would this give us extra height? I guess it's because the way the air works right now. Yeah, because air is kind of funky right now. Because instead of just Well, because the slide basically, it sets our velocity, it ignores the velocity that we get from moving into the ground, but the air doesn't completely ignore it. Basically, I'll show an example. So, the way the physics works is through something called move and slide. So, like, let's say this is a wall, and this is your player, and this is the movement that the player does. So basically, this means that there is a normal vector from the ground. Oh, whoa, what the fuck was that? So it's like this. So the projection would be, well, what would the projection be here? I guess it would be in the direction of the normal. What is that? What would that be exactly? This? No. That's the projection of this into that. Basically, once we've moved into this, this is the rejection. So this is the velocity that remains after we've moved into the ground at this sloped surface. So basically, with move and slide, you get shot straight up. So what I do is in the what have you, in sliding, I just remove the vertical component entirely. So basically, it always just it'd just be like this again. And with movement, or with air movement, I just do a little bit of stuff. Because basically, I want the player to be able to, like, hit their head on the ceiling when they jump, and then they stop. But I don't want it to be, like, if they hit a wall, it affects them too much. So, like, I'm pressing into the wall, and if I remove... Like, let's remove this part. No, not that part. Let's go to move air. Let's remove tvel.y there. And I'll show what happens. So now if I hold right into the thing, you can see that I, like, shoot straight down into the ground, because that's basically this, but, you know, upside down. So basically, I'm moving here, I hit the ground, I remove this component of the velocity, because, you know, we can't go through the ground. So that just leaves our downward momentum. And then if I jump into this, it does the same thing there, where it moves upward. But if I do, if I just have this gravity y, so if I ignore that, so if I ignore the slide completely for the vertical component, because that's what this is for, this gravity y is just the velocity before we slide against the wall. Then if I do, for example, this, we get the opposite problem, where my vertical velocity, you know, is preserved, but my horizontal velocity is, that's actually very weird, but yeah, basically now, when I jump, if the surface doesn't push me through the ground, I stay floating for the full duration, because it's ignoring any change to the velocity from hitting my head on the ceiling. Even though, now it actually works correctly when I do that. So that's why I do this interpolation, where it basically just smoothly goes from ignoring this entirely and actually using it perfectly, based on how shallow the angle is. If that makes any sense. And there is a bit of jank with the jump, because basically, well, I guess there's... Is there? I guess maybe it's just the weirdness with the animation. I don't know exactly what that is. Okay, anyway, that's fixed. I need to fix this, though. And that seems to still be because we're going... Let's try this again. Oh. I think actually, maybe for base jump, I need the ability to do this stuff. So what I'm just going to do is this. Has this helped much? This doesn't seem like it's actually fixed the issue. Because yeah, if I like jump and then hit it, it does exactly what I want. But if I jump into it, Also, let's remove the velocity here, because that's just visual noise. Okay, that was a good one. Okay, I think I do actually need, let's go to here. Let's do after time coyote, not ground. And then for here, I'll do the same thing for now. So this means that our sliding move now needs to not check for, or needs to make sure that it works with the ground. So move sliding. So let's do if ground. Do I use the ground anywhere else here? I do. If ground and. Well, how would this even work without the, I'm trying to think how this would even function without the ground velocity here. Oh. Let's do state.slide again. Okay, that seems good. Maybe it was just because I was loading stuff. No, it seems like there's actually now something wrong. So if after time coyote not ground. Oh wait, I think it's because this needs to be like. Oh right, because of the way my timers work. I need multiple timers. There we go. Because each condition needs its own time ID. This seems to be the same thing, but it seems to be a little bit better, like a little bit more stable maybe. Like I think you still get more height, yeah, when you jump into it. It feels weird. It feels like there's just like a lot of height at certain points. Let's do move air. F equals. Let's do the power of this times like 6. Because I think it might be this, like, still sliding into the still sliding into the surface of this. Yeah, now it should still function for everything else, like... Well... But now you get a little bit extra... How do I want to deal with that, actually? I know what I could do. We could do, bar v equals... I wonder, can I do a pow of vector? Because that'd be useful. But then... Actually, let's see if that even has pow. No, I don't think it does. Or maybe pow... No, it doesn't. Okay. Let's do, like, vector 3. So this is now going to be old velocity will equal this. All right, so let's do y, z, y, z, y, z. So now I'm just going to do the same treatment for all 4 of these. So let's do this. Yeah, so now we can see it does what I want, which is when you hit your head on the ceiling, it doesn't affect you too much. Though there is a little bit of an awkward sliding thing where maybe there's just a little bit too much stuff. And I think I can also do y equals c dot normal v times equals b times equals v. So this is basically c normal to the power of 4, but in a much easier to convey way. So yeah, we have the same thing where we no longer shoot horizontally or vertically, because basically, you know, the same logic where we hit this, and before it was shooting us off this way with a lot of velocity because we were very, like, narrow with this angle. But now that's taken into account by just taking the normal as well of this full vector. So that way, we still get blocked if we, like, run directly into the wall, but if we run into it at a slope, it doesn't give us extra velocity. Which I guess might actually be the same thing that I want to do for the sliding. Well, it feels like maybe this change also affected this. Yeah, well, it feels like if you jump at just the right time, you get a lot of extra height up the slope. And I'll consider that good enough. I also gotta accept that the game will not be, like, perfect to control, so I have to accept that. Because there's already, like, a lot of things that are now fixed, like a lot of jittering, a lot of visual glitches, and admittedly, this is still gonna be here, though. Because I just don't want to deal with making, like, a stair handling system. So basically, this little step is not going to be handled gracefully. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's start some of the basic. Let's start with the other fundamental state. Because basically, there's only really, like, 5 states that are, like, fundamentally different from each other. And those are, well, 6 states, I think. Because ground, slide, air, then the ledge grab, and then climbing. So yeah, 5 states. Okay, so let's make the transitions from ground to slide, I think. So like, well, I guess I gotta do crouching, which is basically just ground, but holding. Hang on. Okay. Holding is a thing that exists. It's just refusing to... Turn state dot crouch. And we should probably do... Let's do just this, well... I guess we got two things. So if the best floor is this, return state dot... I guess just slide for now. Else. Because eventually this will be climb. And let's do like if we're holding crouch, we will go to state dot crouch. Okay, so let's do, what do we do for crouching? I guess first off, if not holding, if we aren't crouching, let's just see if this works, because this should do the animations now. There we go. And we don't have any movement or anything or any logic for it. But they should be almost identical to this. So I think I can just do state.crouch. Yeah. Oh, right, and there's no rolling yet. Okay, and then let's do the move crouch. Well, yeah, I know what to do. If, not ground, fall, if, best floor less than min dot ground, if holding, oh wait, for now we'll just do return state dot slide. And actually let's first do if pressed move jump, return state dot crouch jump. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna add the... What should I do? Let's put this here. So do I need the next, or the current state? I don't think I do. I'll just keep that there. Okay, so now we can go up to like jump, or yeah, jump, burst. So the burst velocity, which is basically just our immediate velocity. So jump base. Let's go to the state machine. Because now this will have the burst data in here. And then our crouch jump. Oh wait, no. Wrong thing. And this should actually inherit s dot base jump. Because this will have our same super high acceleration. Okay, so let's see if I now have a crouch jump. Well, actually, I don't think I will. I sort of do. I get into it. But then it doesn't have any logic associated. State.base jump. So let's do just state.crouch jump here, because eventually this should probably be not there, but that'll be okay. Okay, state.crouch, state.base jump, state.fall. Huh. Oh, I know why. Okay. Now crouch jumping exists once again. Okay, and my next thing was to implement the climbing, right. Actually, I forget if I've actually... Oh, I didn't even... Yeah, I've changed a bunch of this stuff and I haven't even committed it yet. Let's say, like, begun movement rewrite. 1,300 lines of code deleted. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this a lot simpler. And I also added things like the player rotates now with the floor. But okay. I'm also going to skip this song because it's been driving me crazy. Oh, it literally ended right then. Let's... I don't know if... I'm just gonna skip. Okay. So we need to add state.climb. Let's start from which states will go into it. So now, if we're holding crouch and we get into min.ground, we return state.climb. Otherwise, we return state.crouch. So I think else turn base ground. So let's have just a common so if we're holding crouch, well, I know. For b equals, if b equals not equal to state.ground, turn b. I don't like that very much. I'm gonna keep this in here as like let's just do this. So I'm going to have all of my logic for what we do on the ground, because there are numerous places where we do this. So like here, for example, we would just do return base ground. And when we're climbing and we release the left trigger, we do base ground again. Because it's like a four-way, there's like a four-way bit of logic here. So let's do like string equals holding move crouch bar sliding equals best floor is less than min ground. So like if crouching or like if sliding, let's do like var res equals state dot, what should it be? Names. State dot slide. Okay, so if we're sliding, if we're crouching, we're actually climbing. Otherwise, we're actually are sliding. Else, crouching. It equals crouch, else. There we go. And then if res equal state.current. There we go. Well, this returns a bool. Why did I not add return types to these? Oh, and then we need to do best floor float. Actually, do I use the best floor anywhere other than here? I guess for, well, let's do just, else. Base ground. Oh, I just realized. Oh, no, this is fine. Well, actually, maybe I should just have the ground here as well, because Because I could also check for, like, if the ground exists. So, like, if not ground, return state.fall. So this will just skip all of the stuff for... So, like, for jumping, we don't need that. Otherwise, we can just do all this stuff. So for sliding, let's see. I guess sliding is slightly different. Return base, ground. Yeah, I guess we do use best floor. Okay. If ground, so let's do after 0.1 return base, ground. So now all of this logic is in common with all of these. Oh wait, and we need to do, so if not ground, res, it's else. Oh wait, no, state dot fall. Okay. So now this should give us... Oh wait, we don't have climb in here yet. Oh wait, no, we do. Okay. State.climb. How do we do... I guess we just return base ground. For now, at least. So now it should be that if we hold left trigger on the ground, so like we crouch normally, all fine. Now if we crouch here, didn't quite work. Non-existent function is in group on reference. Oh. And ground.collider is in group ladder. Why are we in climb.ladder though? Oh, the animator, okay. Right, because I've upturned a bunch of stuff. But okay, it's good to know that... Okay, so now we have climbing as like a logic that exists, kind of. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the next step now, implement that movement. So I think this will be the first one that actually has some different logic as well. So let's go to, or specifically, different logic for this check collisions code. Because where would I put this? Do we need to check? I guess we do need to check the ground stuff here. Check collisions, get state data ground, and then like state dot data dot min dots. Okay, so now we're gonna have, because we're gonna have here like fallback area as that, and that'll be for music's a little too intense for me. Oh wait, I just realized I can lower the volume on my end, and then you can enjoy the music while I think to myself. Okay, so where is ground area in here? Because basically what I'm doing is, if there is no best floor and there was a ground before, then we check the area underneath the player's feet, and if there are any areas there, we consider ourselves to be still on the ground using the old normal. And if it actually is the same ground as before, we just return the ground that we had before and break. And so what I'm going to do now is this area is going to be area. And now I actually need to have, so the default ground area will be like, what did I call it? Ground area. Ground area will be, ground area. And then there'll be one thing that's different. I think climbing itself, well actually, I think falling might also have the, climb area instead. Well, I know. This will be weird and wacky. So it'll be ground area min dot slide. So if holding move crouch, check collisions climb area min dot climb, else. I don't think this is quite right, but I'll try it for now. Because basically, now that we're in climb, like, let's do, like, if... I think this one won't be quite right. Well, actually, I guess that's correct. Let's keep that as it is. Let's make the... Let's just add a sliding move, or a move here, like state.climb, move, climb, delta, rotate, ground, dot normal. Well, let's do like is or equals negative ground dot normal if no is 0 45 times delta. Okay, so now we need move climb. Sliding, slide, move, move. So these two are like sub functions, so I'll just put them down here. Okay, function move climb delta floats. So a lot of these have common logic right now, like getting the common desired velocity, and then we can do like let's just refer back to the climbing in here. Because we're gonna have Excel climb. Let's just bring this into Godot to reference it. So we don't need any of this stuff in here. So I think, first off, I think we move with the ground automatically there. And then gravity, do we do anything with gravity? I mean, I guess I can do a projection, maybe? I don't think I would. Okay, so the wall normal, we don't use that anymore. We just use the ground normal. Let's actually just get this. So yeah, we don't have that. Because this, I'm going to work under the assumption that I always have the ground until I need to not have that. So axis. Okay, so we basically have a gravity that goes toward it. We have our movement, then let's see, delta times gravity. So what is desired velocity? We'll do dvel. And also, I didn't think about the fact that I was making this frame rate dependent before. So now that the acceleration is frame rate dependent, and I might make the character feel a little heavier while I'm at it. Because I think I'm probably going to make some new animations for like moving sideways and stuff, so that way like she'll always look immediately in the direction that you want to go, but it might take her longer to move in that direction. But okay, so we have this, and then velocity equals velocity moved toward that. That's great. And then we'll do velocity equals slide move delta velocity, and I guess that'll be fine. And I think then the rest of this should be fine. Alright, let's see how this looks. Oh yeah, this won't actually blend the climb animations, though. So she doesn't have any sort of snapping to, like, follow along with, like, the movement, but if you go slow enough... So then the next step would be, let's add the animations in here. Lens. Climb animation, what are the arguments for this? Velocity and wall normal. Oh, okay. That's convenient. And then I probably want something approximating move and slide with snap, or the snapping for the, Also, should I have the... There's something weird with, like, my velocity code. Like, look at how fast she, like, moves now. Oh, wait, I know. This isn't the actual velocity, this is divided by, state beta speed. There we go. How do I also move her toward, keep her from flying off of surfaces? Because I'd like her to actually be able to, like, climb around, like, corners. At least with some, like, reasonable amount of, without, like, being impossible. Because for the ground, it was pretty simple. I just have a, I have that little cast down there. It's that little red line. So when that's colliding and the player was on the ground and is no longer on the ground, it flings them up. Hmm. Actually, I wonder if I... Ooh, interesting. Oh, right, I don't have the, wall cling yet, so I can just climb anywhere. And I can climb for as long as I want. And it doesn't rotate me with the ground. Why is that, actually? Don't I have the... Oh. Well, why isn't that true? Nope. Because, like, I should be rotating with the ground. Is it because the ground normal isn't changing? Or is it changing? Huh. Oh, interesting. Oh, I get it. It's because, fascinating. So basically, because I'm not actually touching the ground, I'm just like, the area is overlapping. So like here, I'm actually colliding with the ground properly. So that's why it's able to detect that the ground normal has changed. But if I'm like on a sheer wall, I'm not actually I wasn't actually colliding with the ground. I was colliding, or the area was just touching it. So I still have the old normal. So it should probably push me a little bit more into the ground then. It's like, maybe I should just have... So instead of having gravity, let's just have, like, a little movement into the wall. Let's have just, like, minus ground dot normal times, like, 0.2 times delta. Or maybe, like, that. So that way, we're always being pulled toward the ground. Yeah, there we go. Well... It seems like it gets a little out of sync at times. Yeah. I mean, admittedly, the player isn't supposed to be able to, like, do this for this long. But then again, what if I just gave the player infinite stamina and just, like, completely fucking broke the game? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. I mean, I definitely shouldn't, but I could. This is why you shouldn't fix things, because then you might want to change things to make them better. And if you do that, you give more work for yourself. What if I just... Hang on. I think if the ground normal... Well, the ground normal is reset every time. So what I can do is, in case that fails, rotate... where is... Well, first off, I want to move that. There we go. So if we have the ground velocity, let's also just rotate the ground normal here. Or, like, let's do, let's do rotato. And then we'll do, ground dot normal equals ground dot normal dot rotated. up, rotato. So this way, the ground normal, if it's not being changed properly and updated properly because the ground is not, like, because we're not actually physically directly touching the ground, this way, the normal will just automatically rotate anyway. You know, and it'll try its best to figure out what's happening. But why is the player not moving into the ground, though? Or why is the, still not quite working how I want it to, basically. Yeah, because the player still falls off quite suddenly. Move, climb. I mean, let's just do, like, maybe let's do, like, let's just move at, like, 12 meters a second toward the ground normal. So this should push the player into the ground without causing anything too dire to happen otherwise. Because, like, by design, it's not supposed to fiddle with things. But okay, that seems okay. So it still doesn't, like... It's like... I'd still like that to be better. But oh well. We now have this working okay. Oh, right. And next step, I need to make it so that you can climb again. Because I think what I'm going to do this time is, instead of relying on, like, the ground, so, like, what it was before... Man, I kind of just like being able to climb onto things from the ground. That would be unfortunate if I change how the movement works this late in the game, but it is just substantially better to just be able to climb. Oh wait, I need to check overhangs as well. So let's get our movement thing. Let's slow this down, because it's making me a little nauseous to look. Oh wait, 0.5. Let's add an overhang to this thing. So it'll be like, the player should be able to climb up this thing as well. Is this actually working as it's supposed to? Because that'd be kind of, like, astonishing. But it does definitely look like it's working. Except for the fact that the player isn't quite, like, colliding correctly. But I think that's... I wonder if that's always been that way. Because it looks like it's just because of the colliders. Speaking of, I don't need to debug the colliders anymore. But okay, I feel like... What are the things that I need for the collision, or the climbing? So we have static, overhangs, moving platforms. So it works pretty well on both of those. Because I guess I could make it work better when climbing around corners. I don't know how to do that exactly, but I could. Yeah, because right now, it's very easy to just, like, fall off. Oh yeah, the next thing I needed to do was make it so that climbing on the walls. So let's put here as well, first off, fix animations to actually cling to the wall. That's lower priority though. And then implement crawling into walls. So that will be if we are holding crouch and we're moving forward and the collisions contain, so let's do check collisions. So here we need to do this. So I think it's actually going to be there. Oh wait, no, not there. Ooh, where do we put this? Because I need to check the collisions and then move. And all the movement should have the collisions, but at some point I have to refresh the collisions. I guess it could be after we set the state. So like, we set state and then we move. And also, I guess this should be here. And I guess maybe when we get the next state, that's when we clear our, no, I guess we can't actually. Oh well. I'll just keep that there. That's fine for now. Because basically, when we are in the slide state and when we're in base ground, so if we're holding crouch, so if we're sliding, we always crouch. But then, let's do var best climb wall equals, here. Oh wait, no, let's do like negative infinity. Var foresee in collisions. If c dot movement 3D greater than best climb wall, then, oh yeah, and this has to be negative. C dot normal as well. And var best climb ground. Oh wait, no, this should be a P collision. Best climb dot, best wall, best wall equals, what should it be? Let's actually just call this a node or something. Well, what exactly do I want here? I guess this is fine. I am calling the constructor unnecessarily because we'll do c dot. Oh wait, no, we don't need to do that because these colliders are already here. Okay. Basically what I'm calculating is if we're moving, so like let's say we're looking at the world from above. If the player is crouching and they're moving in this direction, I assume that they want to climb this wall, regardless of whether or not they're on the ground. So now what I'm looking for is the movement 3D is basically just the actual movement in 3D space based on the player's input rather than based on the controller or like their desire for things. So what we'll do is if our normal is dot, let's do actually if 3D dot length, or let's just have like if there's any input at all, then we do this stuff. Negative movement 3D dot normalized. So best wall equals C. And then what we can do is if best, oh wait, no. Best line dot, then best line dot equals what album are we listening to? Oh, okay. This is from the album the artist Sacrosanct. The EP is in Japanese. Okay, I'll leave that be. So if we are moving in 3-dimensional space, if best climb dot is greater than min dot climb movement, then we will return state dot climb, and actually we'll also set the ground to C. No, wait, no, best wall. So if best wall and oh wait, not I. No, it is I. Yeah, because collisions is just an area or array. Oh no, float. Okay, so now it should register the ground. And I think what I'm going to do is actually like climb if if we're climbing and we still have a ground, we should just, so let's do like if not holding move crouch or not ground. Basically, because if we're climbing and we're holding the correct thing. Oh wait, no, and or ground equals I'll say this is probably good. Or not ground, or ground dot normal is greater than min or like max dot line. So let's do min dot climb const max dot climb 0.75 as well. Okay. Oh, and dot y. Okay, so basically, if we've let go of the climb button, we should check all this logic. Otherwise, if we're not on the ground, or we're like on too shallow of a ground to actually climb on, I guess what we should do is Sliding, best floor, min dot ground. Oh, and we also need if best wall and best best wall dot normal dot y is less than max dot min so much stuff. Because if we have a best wall and the normal is less than this and the normal is between these two values and our dot is between these two modes. So I think this one would go up here. Okay. Actually, this should all be as part of the as part of this. And actually, and the greater than this, and these two things. Okay. Lots of deeply nested if statements now, which is probably not ideal, but that's okay. I guess it doesn't actually make sense to check all this here, but well, it's fine. Because I think there's like I do like 3 collisions on average. Oh yeah, but actually I just realized I didn't even think about it. It just works right now. But let's make sure. So if I push into the wall, so are there instances where I'd want to do something else? Because I'm trying to think, what else could I possibly want to do other than climb into a wall? Yeah, this actually works way better, because before what it relied on was the fact that sometimes when you held the trigger into a wall, you would slide, but now you don't do that because it's way more precise with like the collision. Like it can tell that I'm colliding with the floor and the wall. And then this. I guess I might want to do like this. Oh yeah, I just realized the standing and crouching colliders aren't being disabled. So what we need to do is match state.current. So this is like exiting, entering, crouch. We're gonna do, let's go to the player, collision, standing collision, And then here, true. Okay. So now what this should mean is that I can crouch under things. So like, let's check it out. Oh, right. And I also need the thing here, because basically I used to have, if you were under something, it would keep you crouched. So let's go to crouch again. And then, like, where's our head area? Standing like crouch head area. Okay, so where do we put that? So when we're crouching, if we jump, we do crouch jump. Otherwise, we do this. So if we're crouching... Oh, I think I know what it is. It's because, currently, the way that I do the sliding, or the, yeah, we need to do state.current. So state.crouch, state.climb. Both need to do that. And that explains, okay, that explains why the animations looked all jank. Because I forgot that that's how I used to have it. Okay, so let's look at this again. So for little overhang. Now it's a little bit better, I think. I should probably make the camera move if the player's gonna rotate as well. I guess in general I won't have so many rotating platforms in the game. Oh, this is what was that exactly? Oh, it's very hard to climb up. Oh, I see. Do I want whatever? So basically, I'm holding forward, backward, left, and right. I don't know if I like that. Because, like, it makes sense here. Wait, hang on. Oh, when I'm sliding, I can't do the, why can't I do that? Oh, okay. What if I just have it like this? Because that way, because basically, I couldn't climb when I slide. Is this correct, though? Because this is still janky, but that's unavoidable, I think. Because now I'm worried that I'm being a little bit too, like, reliant on, like, having all of this behavior put into the same, like, bundle. But admittedly, this is very promising. But okay, what was the actual thing that I was trying to investigate? That's kind of goofy. And let's test this. Is this how I had this before with the forward and backward? I mean, I guess it makes sense. Okay, let's add the ledge grab, because that's the last, like, fundamental, like, state that I need. So this will be, like, can ledge grab. So the min dot, huh. Oh. Actually, let's add this. Climbing works pretty well. So our next thing, base ground. I guess we do, so if we're not crouching. Oh wait. The result equals that. Is there any instance here where I wouldn't want to ledge grab? Because I think, yeah, if we're on the ground, if we're about to fall, we would ledge grab. If we're crouching, we can ledge grab. Sliding, I guess jumping, well, jumping we do after 0.1 seconds. So falling. Okay, I guess we would do, oh no, if can ledge grab, return return state dot ledge. Okay, set ground, local rotation, local velocity, update timers. Guess we would put it, I mean, I guess I should put it right after the base. Okay. So I think I'm going to keep this as min.ledge for now. Oh, we already have can ledge grab. Okay, so does this still do exactly what I want? Because I guess what I can do is I'll just add my logic here. So let's go to next state. Hang if pressed jump and state dot ledge jump elif not can ledge grab return base ground. I guess actually we can just do this. And so now we need to do if state equals state dot hang no min dot line false. So basically what I'm going to do now is update ground. Okay. So let's do if best floor and ground and fallback area. And then if update ground and then for moving state dot ledge hang move with ground delta, and state dot ledge jump will just be one of these. Does it go? I guess if we're going alphabetical order, sort of. In fact, why not? Let's just do alphabetical order. At least within these, like, subcategories. Oh. There we go. Okay, and then for, how would we do setting the state for the ledge grab? I guess let's do like state ledge jump would be in here, and set ground get best ledge. Oh. So where do we use get best ledge? Hang on. Let's go back to, let's close this. I don't need that. Ledge grab. Oh wait, this is the, okay, that explains that. This is the one that I was looking at. So this is my old physics process. Over 1,000 lines of code. I'm curious how much shorter this will be in the end, because it was over like 2,400 lines of code, I think. Okay, so does this do what I want it to do? Let's cast center, C, so C, ground equals collision new. Ground last transform. We don't need the last transform anymore, because I just get the thing now. So we just do that. And then I guess we'll just do like var snap points equals get next ledge, and then like snap to ledge snap point. Admittedly, we should probably do that within the can ledge grab. Also, let's do like if, so base ground. Returns state dot ledge grab ledge hang. So actually I do need this because there's, yeah, okay. Oh wait, did I accidentally save in here and then that messed up and then that like undid some changes? Uh-oh, because I'm pretty sure I remember setting this. I know a good idea. To close that. Okay, let's go back up to the physics process. So let's hide a bunch of this crap. Okay, so we input. So let's make sure that the next state would work. Yeah, because that's all good. Set state. So I think this is fine. Alright, we should also do like velocity equals 0. And then when we move, so let's hide this as well. Okay. Let's see if this stuff works. Oh, not quite. Oh, state.current. Not quite. What state are we in now? So we're in fall. Fascinating. So why are we in fall? So why are we not in the ground? Oh, wait. That makes sense. Okay. Because that's supposed to be true by default. Can I, like, grab the ledge? Seems like I can almost grab the ledge. Well, let's see. The logic was not flawed in the original, so let's see what that did. So drain stamina, so we don't do that anymore. Tent dot pressed, combat spin, blah blah blah. Elif is instance valid, or time ledge to leave intent dot less than 0, or time ledge to leave empty, ledge area blah. Let's do this stuff then. Oh, I know partially what it is as well. It's because the ledge grab should probably not do this. Yeah, actually, base ground. So yeah, this should not be in here. It'll just have to go for like a frame in the other thing. Well, I guess this is fine. Well, no, actually it's not. If I want to use this for these other things. So let's do like yeah, when we're in ground and when we're in crouch, we don't need to ledge grab. What we'll do is if can ledge grab min dot ledge slide return state dot ledge hang, and for this one state dot fall if can grab return state dot ledge hang. Otherwise, all that other stuff. And then for the ledge hang itself, we have all this stuff. So like if we do all this stuff, then we would return base ground. Oh wait. This would be after this, so like so the intent dot will now be like movement 3D dot. What would it be? I guess it would be like mesh dot I think this is still correct. So basically this means, I think we don't actually, the ledge hang does not drain any stamina anywhere. So that should be good. There we go. And now it also rotates properly. And when we're on the ground, it just lets us off. Oh. Oh. The ledge jump doesn't have this burst data. So let's go... So let's go to ledge jump. Where's that? So I think this should inherit from the base jump. In fact, does it have any special, like, jump burst ledge? Okay, so it's slightly more, in fact, I think. Yeah, we can jump slightly higher while we're holding onto a ledge, which is a little implausible, unless Jackie just has really strong arms. Oh. Oh, right. The state dot base jump, state dot crouch jump, state dot ledge jump. They all do that. And then do we need ledge fall? Because that's one of the states. And I don't remember. I think that was just so that way, oh yeah, that was so that you don't accidentally re-grab the same ledge, like, way too soon. And also, I saw a weird bit of, like, I don't know if it was just a visual thing, just because, like, I think there's just some visual artifacting from the, a thing that's moving at a finite frame rate. It just looks weird sometimes. Or there's some weird magnetism where the player was actually, like, snapping to the object. But I think it's just something weird with, like, the perspective of jumping around on a moving object. Okay, and now I think we have our fundamental, like, things. Because I think there's something that I could do to fix the, I think there's probably going to still be the bug with the ledge grab on the ceiling. So let's see if I can actually fix that while we're here. So let's go to huts. So I think the one that it most happens to is just the standard old hut. Because basically, what happens is the player can have the little ledge raycasts hit here, and then not have the ceiling raycast hit here, so the player thinks, or like the code thinks the player is on, or like not grabbing through the ceiling. Oh right, but I don't have my crouch jump doing I think it's, yeah, I think it's because now my crouch jump doesn't have the collision there. So I should probably do that. Crouch jump. Our player. Ooh. Oh, right. I need to do a continue. There's always sort of the paradox of, like, I want to have, actually, and I'm kind of curious if I want... I know. Min time. Or, I was about to say, there's always the paradox of wanting to avoid duplicating logic, but then having implicit things. Like I talked about, like, earlier. I was, like, Sunday or something. I explicitly removed a bunch of continues because I couldn't figure out where they went. So now what I'm doing is specifically putting this above the one, because otherwise if I do like a continue here, it's like, well, which state is being continued and where is it going? So I want it to be like this one, and it's going here. Like, that's the rule that I'm going to have for continues, is that they're effectively the same as fall-throughs in other languages with switch statements. But okay. And then, what we need to do... What did we need to do? Right, I was going to make the logic for the min time common, so that way the crouch jump lasts longer. But actually, do I want that? Because I'm trying to think, what is the actual benefit of the existing logic? Because I guess it was that I could jump into narrow gaps, but I can just do that by climbing into them. So, like, let's go into the actual game, because I think I have enough state now where the game will be functional. But if I talk to people in dialogue, it might crash. Well, yeah, maybe crash, almost certainly soft lock. So let's do 137, because I know specifically there is one window. Oh yeah, I don't have a roll yet. You know, I'm really mixed now on if I want to give the player the ability to jump and then climb, because the reason I didn't implement that at first was just because it completely broke the balance of, like, level design, because then I had to, like... Because basically, the way the climbing worked before this rewrite, I could very trivially make it impossible to climb something by basically just adding a bevel. So, like, you can't climb into there, because no matter how high you get... Oh, wait, interesting. Oh, wait. Is this... I guess this is okay. Well, there's something weird with it. Like, I can't quite press into it. I have to, like, press slightly at an angle? Huh. But anyway, you can't climb into here, no matter what you do. Because, like, I can do... Oh, whoops. That's one of those, things that doesn't quite work yet. Oh. Anyway, as I was gonna do, I also don't have no clip implemented yet, so I can't just no clip into there. There's one window in the game that I use the smaller collider of a crouch jump for. So I think I might just not implement that. Or I could implement it the opposite way, where I make the head the same and then, like, the feet contract in. Yeah, here. But I'm pretty sure you can just crouch into it. Which, admittedly, isn't as nice. Actually. Can I, like... Oh, there's a little bit of crustiness. I saw a little jank there. I mean, there's a lot of jank in this whole interaction, but I think one thing I might want is to just not have the ledge grab on the top of this window, because that gets very annoying. But I think ideally I'd have it so that the player can control where they ledge grab to. Because, like, I'd like to drop down. I guess you can... It's a little jank. Ah, well. Well, not well. How do I actually want... Like, if I want the player to be able to do that, what do I need to improve? And the music died. Yes, YouTube, I am listening. I should just get the plugin that makes it that where YouTube just that just constantly tells YouTube that you're active. Yeah, admittedly, I kind of just like having unlimited stamina and no climbing constraints. Even if it breaks the balance, because I've been talking about it before where I don't really feel like this is like a serious platformer, or where I'm kind of questioning the value of making it like a serious platformer. How would I limit it otherwise, I guess? Because then it gets really difficult to control like where the player can go. I guess the question is, do I want to do that? Because I guess I could still have limited stamina. Maybe just a lot more stamina? Oh, right. Oh yeah, we also don't have damage either yet. Oh no, never mind. We do. It just soft locks me. So now Jackie's just like slightly angry here. Is that? Oh, set time. So she's just very cross with that little creature for biting her. I guess that's all fine. Okay, so I guess that's all working. Let's see, what are the things that I need to test still? So, we implemented that, and moving overhangs seemed fine. Implement crawling into walls, that worked pretty well. So now this is lower priority. The ledge grab, static platforms. Well, I guess it's the exact same logic as it was before. We can fix the ceilings, though. Oh yeah, that's something that I still need to... Well, I guess it is fixed by virtue of, yeah, by virtue of not having the colliders for the head. Because basically what was happening was, when the player is crouched, part of their collider is disabled. So that would allow the player, and also when the player was jumping, it used to be that collider was disabled as well. And now, that's no longer the case, or it's only the case for like 1/10 of a second. So basically the player could get into here. So like this collider, this capsule here, is disabled, and this one is enabled. So the player would stick their head through here, and then it's like the game would register this as valid ledge grabbing, because like this raycast doesn't hit anything. It can't register this floor, because it relies on like that. Okay, and that actually explains exactly why this happened. I think this would just need to be slightly longer. Like maybe just long enough for there. I'll figure that out if it ever arises again. I'll figure that out. And let's actually just delete the hut. But okay, so now we can start implementing the other things. And I think I'll implement ledge fall if the ledge grab annoys me, and otherwise I won't. But okay, and I think we can do like state data min. Well, nah, it doesn't matter, because we have to have this if statement here anyway, unless I do a bunch more complicated logic. So let's keep that as it is. Okay, so let's do the ground now. So like, if pressed, move, crouch, and movement 3D greater than 0. Length. Actually, what do I do for crouching or rolling here? So if the speed is greater than min crouch speed or movement length squared greater than 0.8, we return that. Movement 3D. And then if we're crouching... Oh wait, did I actually ever fix the... I literally forgot that the thing with the crouching head was that, Wait, let's do like for G equals base ground. So like if... Well, what do I want to do? If not G... Or like, let's do like if G, return G, else. That'll make that a little bit easier. Well, no, that's not quite right. Okay. I think this is correct. It's just because the roll is broken right now. And I know this elif is technically not needed. But, oh. I know. I forgot. Okay, there we go. I also forgot what I was doing. Well, I mean, I guess, first off, we can just complete all of these because they're all good. Rolling, combat, etc. I completely forgot what bug I was looking to do. But alright. Let's just start with the crouch. So this one, actually there could be some trickiness with this because currently, well, I guess I could just make the crouch have very low acceleration. I'll just do that. Alright, let's go to roll. So I think the roll will not need much. So let's see, roll, jump, or ground. Let's do like best floor dot y. No, best floor actually. So I think actually for all of this, we just return base ground. And we'll not have this for now. Oh, wrong thing. So let's do a roll jump. And a roll fall, actually. And even a bonk fall. So that'd be state.fall, state.bonk fall. And I guess if it's alphabetical. Okay, so are these good? And we don't need a dash. Ground normal, or ground dot normal. Well, no, there is no, so if ground and ground dot normal dot y less than min dot slide. Huh? I don't think this is right. Because we don't fall out of the roll jump until after the time. Why is it the time for that? And then let's do like for g equals base ground ground what should it be? Best floor if g equals state.fall return state.roll_fall. So basically it's exactly the same logic, except we would just replace any instance of falling with roll falling. And then with the roll fall, ignore this stuff. If we can ledge grab, we ledge grab. Otherwise, if... What would we do? No, this is not correct. Oh, I see. I think the rest of this we can just do... For now, we can just do that. Okay, so now we need to add roll, roll jump, and roll fall to the other logic. Let's get this after set state and move and these other things. Because, yeah, main logic right now. Next state, set state. What do we do for next state? State.crouch jump, state.roll jump. Wait, and also for here. Full state.roll jump. Getting a lot of these. I think it might be time to make it so that there's like a flag. Ah well. State.crouch jump. Roll jump. Let's keep that there. So what do we do? No, I think for roll jump, don't do anything fancy. Jump. Excel air damage directed. Do we... Where do we start the jump? Oh, I see. I see. I was getting confused because I didn't see these here. Okay. So we'd basically have, like, this. So it'd be like velocity equals... Let's see, speed factor, direction, jump burst, forward. What is direction? Oh. Roll forward, and then we would do, just the same thing here where velocity y equals state.data.burst set ground. No. In fact, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with the other one. And we'll just have this right above the crouch jump. So this should hopefully be easy to recognize. Though eventually it may get to so many continues for just this tiny little bit of stuff. Oh, wait, should this be an equal sign? I guess it should be. I guess that makes sense. It sets the velocity to your forward direction. And then it'll continue. Okay, and then let's go back to the here. Cell steer. Right, we don't have that yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to roll, and we're going to have an acceleration of like 0. Or like 2.0. And it'll just set your velocity to what it should be right away. Let's maybe do that. So yeah, let's do like state.roll. And this will just be like velocity equals it'll be the same as here times speed. Maybe. Do I want to do that? I think this could cause more trouble than it's worth. But I'm gonna see how it feels in the game. Oh wait, no. Do I have the roll actually like moving? Because basically, oh yeah, because we've set the state.ground, state.roll, ledge jump, state.roll jump, state.roll fall. Because these are just the same thing as the other ones. So I guess roll fall should also have significantly less acceleration. Oh. Oh, right. Roll jump doesn't have burst either. Burst. What should it be? So jump, burst, roll. Should this inherit from... No, this shouldn't inherit from S-roll. This will just have... Because this doesn't have the ground, and it doesn't have the same acceleration. Well, actually it does. It just doesn't... It just has that instead. The roll doesn't quite work right. What is that about? So we have our speed roll. Oh wait, I think I think I know what it is. So let's go back to set state. Oh, this should be state data speed. I don't even know what... Oh, its speed was the current velocity. Okay, so this sets it to the max speed currently. I can't, okay. I couldn't get back up on the ledge. Oh. Yeah, this is, not quite correct. Alright, so why do we not have a ground normal? Oh, because we're in the, What do I want to do about the roll jump? No, about the roll. I think I know what to do. I'm just going to make it so that the roll jump also doesn't update the floor. So let's go to like here, or state.current equals state.roll. See, and I think what I'm eventually going to do is I'm going to bring back the, yeah, this is, a little unusable. Hang on. I think I need to bring back the older version of the movement, specifically for rolling. And I think the roll jump as well will probably have that. So yeah, this, I don't need that. Let's just do state.roll. We'll have like a... No, that's fine. So when we set the state, that's all good. Here, we're gonna have state.roll move steer delta. Grounded, move sliding, air, climb, ground. Function move steer. If ground, move with ground. And I think the roll jump will also have this as well. Oh wait, is this? No. And this is also no longer needed. So I think roll fall will be fine where it is. Roll jump, however, is now going to be part of this little family. So let's save and quit here. Let's get my, like, var charge. Because this is what I used to use. Ugh. So let's say this is always true for this then. So if we're grounded, we move with ground. Otherwise, all this stuff is true. Let's see if I can figure this out. Our devel equals 3D times state dot data dot speed. Okay, let's see how to get this working. I think it'll be very similar to move air, actually, because it won't let you like fling yourself up. The only difference will be that it has steering. So I guess I could figure that out with like, let's do like a delta float the velocity 3. And then we will return the velocity. And this way we can do our acceleration differently. We're moving with the roll. Project H direction. That'll be, I guess, just movement 3D. In fact, it'll just be slide. Well, actually, this will just be like and do we need this? Steer will equal wait, what actually? Hang on. Oh, wait. No, wait. So let's do, yeah. We do need var h direction equals vector 3. Velocity dot x 0, velocity dot y dot normalized. So this way we get our acceleration and the steering value. And then if okay, there we go. So if we're moving in the same direction, if we're less than that, we do decelerate. So let's do like I guess that's fine. And then velocity equals smart collide velocity, delta velocity. And decel factor will not be here. Well, actually it will be. But it'll be state.data. Okay, so now we need Excel and Excel steer for both roll and roll jump. So it'll be like decel factor, be like 0.1, Excel steer, and this will be like 200 maybe, and then like 20. Okay, let's see if this looks good. Yeah, not quite, it seems. Oh. Let's just flip that. Ooh. Not quite right. Actually, what on earth is this? So why are we dividing by the speed here? First off. So decel width. Let's just have the... Well, no. I guess that's fine. Do we use Excel start anywhere? I don't think so. Okay. Excel roll. So Excel steer roll. Okay, so that's actually 2.5. 25. And basically, I'm increasing all of these by a factor of 10 since I'm adding delta to them, where I wasn't before. So let's do like move steer. Is there anything else that I want to add here? So this is if hvel length is less than or greater than the min speed walk, and our desired velocity is not 0. Oh wait, do we need move with ground as well? Oh, wait, we do. And then let's do like a snap as well. Well, yeah. Snap to ground. So we have smart glide, move with ground, function snap to ground. So this is if there's been no collisions and the floor cast is colliding, and we'll do all this stuff. And we'll also do that, let's see, so if ground, snap to ground. But I guess the real thing I should worry about though is currently the acceleration didn't work, obviously. Okay, so it seemed like it was more the roll jump than the roll. Well, the roll certainly isn't working right either. The acceleration seems a little high. And the speed as well, actually. So the charge is our charge minus h velocity. So the charge is our desired velocity projected in the horizontal direction. And then our steering is our perpendicular direction, or yeah, our movement perpendicular to that direction. So then divided by the speed times the acceleration. Okay, so we're getting something from like 0 to 1, basically. Kind of. Or this is just to reduce it to like some proportion of the speed that we want to be going. And then steer times acceleration data steer. So when is this done? Oh, I see. This should probably be done in the same way as I think this just has to be divided by state data speed as well, I think. And then it's fine. Yeah, there we go. And now let's also add the steering with the velocity. Or mesh dot... No, what should we do? Rotate to our velocity. Dot... Well... I think it automatically does that stuff. So let's do... So this is our target. Target Y is 0. Okay, so we do a bunch of that crap. The roll fall is not... Hang on. What is our state currently? Ah, okay. We're in the roll jump. Oh, interesting. It crashed on that for some reason. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fix jump. So this is okay. So what did we do? If we can grab the ledge. Oh. Else return G. Obvious. And now it works, but we have too little steering. Wait, hang on. What does state roll pull do? Oh wait, this should do the same thing here, so let's do like... Wait, let's do... And maybe when we roll as well. Wait, is there... It feels like it goes in a direction like that it can drift in the wrong direction. Yeah. Let's add a lot more steering to the roll. This is gonna be like 100. Oh, wait, I don't think that's gonna work. It doesn't quite do what I was expecting it to do. Because it seems to be, it's not relative to the direction that the character is moving, it's relative to the direction that I'm looking. Oh wait, did I do something wrong with the, hang on. Let's go to our move sphere. Okay, so our desired velocity is our movement 3D, so this is the 3D direction that we want to move, times the state.data.speed. And then our charge acceleration is our state. And these should all be like that. Oh, wait, no. There we go. So I guess I'll just assume that I understand how these work. Or assume that I will remember how these work. Even though I didn't remember how they worked, but okay. So I think we should clamp these. So this will be like well, diff equals. So this will be like diff C. Clamp diff C -1 to 1. And then we'll have diff S diff S float equals steer divided by data.speed, and this will be diff S also clamp from -1 to 1. So that way we always have a constant, or we have a known maximum acceleration, because that seemed to be the issue. And then we smart collide, which means that we don't send ourselves flying upward, but we do like bonk off of walls and things. And then if we're on the ground, we snap to the ground. Did not quite work. Oh. Hang on. Okay. So how do we do this then? I guess we could just do if c dot length squared greater than 1. And then we'll do the same thing with diff S. And then we don't need this stuff. So this will help control these velocities a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So now the velocity gets this stuff. Ooh. I'm still getting like no, oh wait, it's probably because the decel factor is way too small. Let's just do like 1 here. Yeah, so now I can slow down a little bit. And I don't see any weirdness with that, though I do see not enough steering. Alright, how much fucking acceleration can I put in here? In fact, what if I just made it behave exactly as normal acceleration? And so that way you could just stop in the middle of a movement. Hang on. Because one, that doesn't seem like it's working correctly. So what if I just did move grounded on let's do like state.roll. So like if we just did if ground move grounded delta else move air delta, and then just didn't care about any of that nonsense. Well, I don't like that. Because this is silly. You know, because what's the point of that? Or what's the where's going to be the pizzazz to it? Or like the risk to it. Okay, so I just got to figure out what the hell's wrong with this steering stuff. Let's try... I know. Eventually, if I can figure out where I even am. Okay. So I'm going to roll, and I'm going to pause while I'm, like, turning into a roll. And then I'm going to see what the actual numbers are. Oh. Okay. Let's then do this. There we go. Cool, we move with the ground. So our desired velocity is nothing. That seems inaccurate. Hang on. This time I pressed F12 while holding the analog stick forward. There we go. This is more accurate. Okay. So we're basically going straight to the negative x direction. And then our charge. Okay, that looks right. So our current velocity, that. Our current direction, that looks almost right. Close enough for me, I guess. Okay, so our charge is this. And our steering is that. Okay. I guess that makes sense. A little, so like a little bit of steering to the left. Well, actually, hang on. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. So we're going... Maybe I should just have a decel here. No, that'll be fine. Okay, so what is diff C? So this is the difference between our velocity and the current. Is this correct? That doesn't seem right. Oh, divided by the speed. Okay. Yes, that is correct. And also, now that I'm thinking about this should probably be like multiplied by the square root of the length rather than the Because basically we want it to be like this. Because basically this is the amount of acceleration we get relative to the speed. So like when we aren't at the speed, we should be getting acceleration that's pretty high. And then when we get up to the speed, we should be getting increasingly little acceleration. But it shouldn't be, like, it doesn't need to be linear like it is right now, basically. But I guess that's fine for this current thing, because that shouldn't be affecting our other stuff. Okay, so diff s. Okay, so I guess it makes sense for this one that our velocity was very small in the direction of the, yeah, in our diff c. Plus that. Plus gravity. Okay, so watch this number because it's going to change. Okay, basically just the horizontal stuff. All right, let's try again, but this time I'm holding all the way to the right. It does not seem like it's different. Hang on. Okay. Let's see the velocities now. So we're still going negative 14 that direction. And we're going negative 8. None of this seems correct. Hang on. Because I want to be going like I want to hold right. I think I might not have been holding right correctly. Alright, let's see what movement 3D is. Well, I guess it's... okay, I guess that's correct. Okay, but let's see what the velocity is. So we are going negative 7, horizontally. And the direction that we want to go is negative 9, negative 11? What? No. I'm holding a completely different direction. Yeah, because I was holding this way. Yeah, there's something kind of broken with the yeah, like you roll jump way faster if you do it to like certain angles. And also you can't ledge jump up these little things. Oh, I think that must be because like the collisions aren't, well, oh, I know what it is. It's because it's a little plane. You're actually physically bumping the collider on top of it. Okay, I need to... let's go into the main game. I'm gonna see what's up with this rolling. Because it seems like it's just, I don't know what it is. Alright, let's teleport to, like, 128. Big open desert area. Oh, right, I need to make it so that holding the left trigger actually works correctly now, because now it's slightly off kilter. For rolling, at least. So let's do that as well, first off. I think it'll be player.gd. Base ground. Let's just put this in here, so it'll be like if crouching. So if movement 3D. If pressed, move crouch. So actually, do I want this here? And speed is greater than min crouch speed. Maybe what I want instead is, so if there's a best wall, we do that. Otherwise, if we do this, we'll do that. And then, if, when we do the state rolling, var g equals this, if g equals state dot ground, return state dot roll, else return g. We don't need to do an else. I know what an early return is. We can just get rid of a little bit of extra line noise. Okay, so now I should be able to just, yes, there we go. Now I can just roll as much as I want. And we are going, there was some fascinating stuff there that I'm sure everyone saw. One is that okay, so if I accelerate to the right, there's no speed cap, but only when I'm holding to the right, specifically. And also there's some interesting things where the state just stops functioning. Okay, so I'm not holding left and forward, I'm holding straight to the right. And it's just going, it's tending toward this direction, which is, what direction exactly? Negative X? No, negative Z. So I don't quite get this. Hang on. Did I do roll fall wrong? Or roll jump wrong? No, we set it to the burst just like it should be. Because it's not supposed to be like an uncapped forward direction. And also, like, look at how janky it is. Like, why is it like snapping to different directions? Oh, I see. It's because of the roll fall doing something different. Hang on. In fact, that might be a big thing here. Hang on. Let's go to first off, does the roll fall have a similar acceleration to fall? No, this should inherit from s.roll. No, or s.fall. It has much more in common with that. Well, yeah, it's basically the same as falling. Or, nah, I think it's similar to fall. Yeah, let's put it in the same boat as that. So where's roll fall? So I want to move on this state. And then, what do we do that's actually better here for, okay, so we just move and then rotate. So that's just, so it is a problem specifically with the rotation, or the movement, not the visuals. Yeah, because I can, here's me turning right, holding right as hard as I can. Here's me turning left. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm moving much faster, I think, like turning much faster to the left. Interesting. And this is also a new one. So now we're just kind of cruising along. And we're gradually building up speed, actually, I think. Yeah, There's no speed cap. Oh, and that explains it, because it's using the air movement, which doesn't have like a hard cap on how you move against the against sloped surfaces. So we're going slightly faster because we're moving up a hill, because of just the jank with that. Though that doesn't explain why, like, I'm still like here. Hang on. So why are we still in this state? That's a good question. No, next state is what we need. So the roll after roll time min, and after blah. So I think this, does this do anything with after? No, it doesn't. No coyote time there. So it should be after roll time max. Oh, this is supposed to be crouch. There we go. And actually, no. That's what it's supposed to be. I got so confused by that. Yeah, because you can roll into a run, and you can roll into a crouch. You can't roll into another roll immediately. Well, you can, sort of. You have to get out of it first, though. Basically, it's so that you don't, like, spam yourself into it. In fact, let's do, like, a state.default instead. So that way, if you spam roll, it shouldn't do anything. Though we are certainly going above our maximum, or, like, supposed maximum speed of 15. This seems a little bit... Oh. There's something a little interesting going on with that roll fall. I'm pretty sure it has no velocity cap. So if we just, interesting. I kind of want to get some air with that, though. Okay, let's see if I can, let's see how long I can go with this. Aw, dang. Okay, why exactly does the roll fall do this? And how exactly can I fix the problems with So like I still don't understand. There's so many fucked up things with this. Okay, so let's go back to this move steering. How would I visualize the issues that I'm having with this? I guess I would pick... I don't know. Because I could go back to making it so that it has like a fixed velocity that you... Yeah, because it's like, it like wants to go in particular directions. I swear. Yeah, like it wants me to do this. It wants me to hold left and jump. Yeah, where did I? Oh. No, I want to teleport to 50 7. There we go. Yeah, this whole thing, I don't understand. Okay. Okay, let's go back to school. So when we get the acceleration so this used to be our grounded acceleration. So there's a bunch of things that it used to do. So like it used to rotate the gravity about the axis of the about the ground normal, which I no longer do for rolling, which I guess I could. I'll think on that. But then our horizontal velocity is just velocity. Yeah, there we go. We set it to 0 here. Unless we have a gravity, in which case, well, minor bug. This is always true. So it's basically effectively this, even in the majority of cases where the ground is level. Well, I guess it's technically not the majority, but oh well. Then we did that. Okay, and so if the length is greater than the max speed walk, so this is basically saying we're already moving at speed, and our desired velocity is something other than 0. Then we'll do our like charge acceleration, which is the state data accel, charge desired velocity project, steers desired velocity slide. So if our desired velocity is slower in the direction that we're already going, or our charge is slower, then we use this deceleration instead of the acceleration. And then we just add the difference between the direction we want to go and the horizontal velocity times, or divided by the speed, times this thing. And the steer times the steer acceleration. That seems really weird to me. That our thing is there. Yeah, what are our other, like, accelerations? So for falling... Okay, so our default acceleration is 100, so I think this should be 100 as well, and maybe this will be, like, 50. But that also still doesn't explain why the, our movement is so weird. Because basically... Okay, wait, hang on. The steering... Maybe this... No, the steering would not be... I guess it is, because the steering is uncapped, I think. Yeah, because it's uncapped based on our speed. No, it isn't, because it's... Because any steering that is parallel to the speed is no longer steering. So this is only, like, for moving in a circle. Then where are we getting so much velocity from holding left? And specifically, like, not like looking away from the, Is it just psychological? Hang on. Let's go back to 128. It's a big empty desert. So yeah, I can't even hold forward at times. Like if I go this way. Oh, we're not rolling. Oh yeah, I forgot to enable that again. But okay, so we can roll down hills really fast. And then I can't, and then I straight up can't stop. Okay, and yeah. There's something weird going on with. Is it like the input isn't normalized? No, that doesn't make any sense. So is it specific directions? So like if I hold forward. Okay, so I think it's specifically with going like downhill maybe or up. What the fuck is this? So I think I probably just need to bring back that ground normal stuff. Yeah, let's bring that back. Okay. Let's do if ground, or let's do like this, and then let's get the rotated velocity. So it'll be like let's just grab this. That needs its little thing. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, so if we're on the ground, we'll rotate our velocity by this stuff. And so that will make it so that we don't have, that we don't get infinite velocity, I think, maybe? Kinda silly that we take so long to slide. I think this would look... I just don't understand what it means, though. Maybe I just need less acceleration? Maybe this... I think it's also in part because this functions maybe differently. So what if we did like 10 and 5? Like we just made it way lower. And then we made this one the same. It would be fun to have some way of getting up to these speeds, though. Oh wait, I just realized, hang on, let's save, like, here. Yeah, and I was also gonna say, there's that slow acceleration, and I think it would look pretty good if I had, like, sliding animations, like, so that way if the player's moving really, really fast, and then they hit the ground, the character will slide to a stop rather than just awkwardly standing as they, like, come to a stop. Okay, and still, like, a weird thing where, like, I sometimes drift in a different direction. Like, I'm drifting to the left. I'm holding forward. Like, I'm holding straight forward and slightly to the right. And I'm still completely uncapped in terms of velocity. Okay, so let's go back up the hill. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna figure out what the fuck is up with this thing. So let's like jump and hold to the right. So I was holding to the right. So let's go to like move steer. And I'm holding right on the analog stick. So what's our movement? So we are going all the way to negative x, a little bit of negative z. We have no ground. And it feels like this acceleration has like no relationship whatsoever with the amount of acceleration we have in this movement. But okay, what is our velocity? So we're going like 53.95. So we're going mostly... Okay. So it does look like at least the movement is correct, where I'm moving at a right angle from the actual like velocity or movement we're going at. And then this equals that. Great. Then we charge. So charging is this direction. That seems correct. Is that correct? That doesn't seem right. Oh wait, I guess it is. As long as the steering... Okay, the steering has much more effect. Right, because this is our actual velocity here. So yeah, we're going a bit to the z-axis, because this charge is like our amount of acceleration. Like if we had a gas pedal and a steering wheel, this is the gas, this is the steering. So we're still going a little bit with the steering, or a little bit on the gas. Okay. So our charge is not against it. So our charge acceleration is 15 now. Charge minus h velocity. So we should be... Wait a second. Is this supposed to be h velocity minus charge? No. I don't think that... Yeah, no. Never mind. In fact, I think they'd be the same either way, wouldn't it be? Well, maybe it wouldn't be. But okay, basically, this is saying we should, like, we're going really fast in the z direction, negative z, so this is saying we should go pretty fast in the positive z direction. And then we're normalizing it. And then diff s. So we had a lot of steering in the left axis. Oh, wait, hang on. Should I normalize these by, I'm thinking I should maybe normalize based on the combined force of both of them. How would I do that, though? In a way that's, like, actually proportional. Okay, but let's see what actually happens. So, wait a second. When did the velocity like get really, really large in the z direction? What the fuck happened? Wait, what? H vel is... Oh. Okay. Easiest game of my life. Oh. Don't need that anymore. Okay, now let's get our actual numbers in here. Our actual numbers in here. Okay. Easy peasy. And that's why you always check. That's why you never reconstruct a vector from components of a vector. You always just set the y to 0. It's always the stupid bugs. It's always the easy bugs that I mess up on. Okay, let's see. So now I need to make a bigger platform that I can roll jump on. Oh. Wait a second. Why can't I climb this sometimes? Like, it's like if I'm facing the wall too directly, it doesn't like it. I don't understand it. But okay, let's get in a moving platform that's big and beautiful. Like this one. Let's get this thing rotated. So we can do up and down and like all sorts of crazy things. I'll probably just do a little bit of horizontal motion and mostly rotation. So let's make this like 5 times bigger. Make unique. And by 5, I mean 10. Okay, and then let's get like these, and then we will there we go. So let's see this thing in action. So animation player, loop, and we'll have like a whole 10 seconds of joyous looping around. I wonder actually if it would be interesting to have another one of these rotating. That's probably a little too much motion for testing a roll jump. Actually, how does this look? I think that'd be okay. As long as I put the speed at like 0.5 or 0.25 or something. So we'll do physics. 5. Auto loop. And then we'll also have it move down a little bit here. There we go. Let's play this. So now I can see my roll jump in action. This does not seem right. So what is that about, actually? So it was specifically like right at this edge. What was it actually? Weird. So it's only like, it's not like just the thing rotating. It's like some like specific part of it rotating in some specific way. So specifically, okay, weird. I think there's some overlapping like thresholds, or like thresholds that are like way too close together. So that way it's like, you know, once you're like right near when you're supposed to climb. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I guess it should be, I know. Let's go back to the script. So like sliding. So let's do like bar was sliding equals state dot state current equals state dot slide or state dot current equals climb. So best floor less than min dot ground if was sliding, else bool equals this, and then best floor, else best floor less than max dot slide. Okay. So now should be a little less jittery, I think. Because I think it's the ground normal changing. Yeah, I think it's like just right at the threshold. It'll like alternate between them as it moves and as it like resettles. But it is pretty cool that it like actually like works mostly. Yeah, there's also something weird with, I think, like something changed with how the velocities or like the animation blending works, because now like I had to change how basically just had to increase like look at how slow our feet are relative to the movement of the ground. Like I didn't notice that before, and I don't know why I didn't notice it. Because I actually did some stuff to try and like that's actually after I spent some time reducing it, because now it's like instead of taking just the movement vector, it takes the movement vector to the power of 4 or something to like get the speed looking good. Yeah, we can see there it has that jitter. So I think it must be something specific with that slope, so I don't mind much if it's just, you know, some particular thing that's janky where I can just go into, you know, something and alter it. Alright, this is pretty fun. So I guess that means roll jumping works reasonably well. It's so dumb that it took me so long to figure out that it was just because I mixed up a Y and a Z. But it was sort of an interesting bug. Okay. So this looks good. Got rolling. Okay, so that was grounded, rolling, combat, etc. Oh, let's split them off into like. Let's give myself some victories here. Combat. And the jumps come implicitly with that. So sliding is completed. Well, actually, not... No, wait, no. These aren't the, Hang on. Re-implement all states. Okay. This one needs to be sliding state. Because it's not the actual sliding itself, it's all the other states that are sliding, which are... I think only one. I think there's only the sliding lunge kick that's considered sliding. So the air... Well, I think I've done quite enough for one day. Because I've got half the movement that used to be in the game, now back in the game. Marginally better, maybe. Actually, I wonder if I can try... Let's try the content lines. I wonder if I have all the tools for it. Oh wait, no I don't. I need the wave jump stuff still. And also I need to implement stamina again. So yeah, it'd be load game, what would it be? Content 9s. There we go. So yeah, this part would be a lot easier with infinite stamina. Maybe I'll add that as like a cheat code or something. Oh yeah, I don't even have the wall jump yet. Oh yeah, or damage. There's a lot of things that still need to be added. Okay. But I guess that's enough for today. I'll be back tomorrow, and Friday, and Sunday, and then Wednesday again. So there's always more time to do more stuff. But alright. See you later.